We love the school type setting for anime, bringing together a group of random character types together and making them interact with each other. Elite secret clubs, awesome inter-school tournaments, and of course, insanely overpowered transfer students. Welcome back to Animeology. We know you've already covered the classic school anime out there, so we've got a collection of school anime with an overpowered transfer student MC that you probably haven't checked out yet. Number 10. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody.
Impossible! It can't be!
There are many reasons why you should watch The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a typical nobody. First and foremost, it's an excellent anime with a well-written story, great characters, and superb animation. An isekai anime that boasts one of the most endearing and awesome MCs that we've seen in recent times. The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a typical nobody is an excellent anime that tells the story of how a former demon lord starts to get really bored of his life as the most powerful entity of all time. Using his insane powers, the demon lord chooses to restart his life as a completely average normal person living in a modern world, but he didn't expect everyone to still be so very weak. Reborn is Ard, our hero can't help but have groups of beautiful women fall in love with him. A royal family even begs him to become their next king. The story follows his struggles as he tries to adjust to his new life and find his place in the world. The anime is full of humor, drama, and action, and it's sure to impress all sorts of anime lovers. Number 9. Spare Me, Great Lord. An awesome new series that was seriously overlooked and is actually one of the best new anime that has been released in recent times. Spare Me, Great Lord tells the story of an orphan, Lu Shu, but he's not just your regular orphan. Lu Shu is actually a metahuman experiencing a lot of changes in himself and the dawn of the magical era. A brilliant series in which we get to follow Lu Shu as he sets off and embarks on an epic journey to improve his magical abilities, setting off with his cute and charismatic sister by his side. The two encounter all sorts of supernatural events, obstacles, and even the most powerful people in their country. A never-ending list of rivals in one of the hottest new anime shows out there right now. Number 8. World Trigger. A brilliant blend of adventure and science fiction, World Trigger is a fantastic series that has seen a great deal of success from its early as 2014 with little to no signs of stopping. Legitimately a modern classic, World Trigger's newest season is set to be as epic as its last. Set in a world in which magical gates open up to another world, with monsters appearing and entering our world, we soon discover that our weapons are useless against these strange beasts. A strange organization appears and fights back these monsters, using monster-based technology called triggers, allowing users to channel powerful energy and use it as a weapon. With some awesome fight and action scenes and a brilliant sense of adventure, World Trigger really is an awesome watch. Number 7. Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
You're smart to dodge. My dragon breath fire burns it around 3,000 degrees Celsius.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight is a must-watch anime for any fans of the shonen genre, delivering a mix of action, fantasy, and romance. The story follows Ecchi Kurogane, a student at an academy for training mage knights. However, due to his poor performance, he's considered the worst student and is known as the Failed Knight. The story really kicks off when he meets his new roommate, a beautiful and extremely gifted young girl by the name of Stella Vermilion. The series is set in a version of Earth where some humans have supernatural abilities. These people are known as blazers and can actually materialize weapons out of thin air. With a successful manga run, there is a lot more to get into after you rush through this awesome anime series. Chivalry of a Failed Knight is an action-packed anime with great fight scenes and plenty of magic. The characters are likable and the story is engaging. If you're a fan of shonen anime, then you should definitely check out Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Number 6. The Daily Life of the Immortal King. This anime takes a very interesting look at what it means to have an insanely overpowered main character. Although many anime love to put in a ridiculously strong MC, the daily life goes one step further and spins a really intimate and interesting slice of life story with that. We meet Wang Ling, an absolute genius that has been changing the world since he was a baby. Seriously, since the age of 1, Wang Ling has been living a near invincible existence and gained a real reputation for himself. The series starts off with Wang Ling at the age of 16 and beginning his time in senior high school, something he considered his greatest battle yet. Although physically and mentally, Wang Ling might be far superior, when it comes to socializing in high school life, we discover that the MC isn't truly the overpowered god you thought he was. A good sense of humor complements the series nicely, a very interesting cast of characters that are extremely lovable and vital to the story, a pretty fun slice of life adventure that brings a new spin to the fantasy and high school settings. Number 5. The Fruit of Grisala. Easily one of the greatest harems of all time that gets very twisted with its intense psychological drama. The Fruit of Grisala also has one of the greatest and most savage anime MCs you will ever come across, especially in a harem setting. The series itself started off as a highly successful game that has since expanded into a manga, film, and brilliant anime series, following Yuji Kazumi as he transfers to the elite Mihama Academy, a prison-like school that has 5 female students. Each of these women is at Mihama for their own unique and special reason. Yuji tries to remain uninvolved and live a normal student life, but he can't help but get sucked in and learn more and more about the girls he starts talking to. Number 4. Unbreakable Machine Doll.
Big mistake. Fellas, I thought we weren't supposed to go after other puppets.
An MC surprising everyone around him is definitely a sweet reveal, but it definitely gets a lot better when he surprises his very own harem. Unbreakable Machine Doll is a nice blend of action fantasy with some very tasty ecchi additions. A very interesting alternation of the history in the UK, we learn that scientists have integrated both magic and technology in order to create borderline artificial intelligence type magic robots, spread across the world as military weapons and controlled by humans. Unbreakable Machine Doll follows a tale of a young robot controlling human that is secretly on a quest to hunt the killer behind the murder of his family. Not too heavy on the fantasy, but a very interesting core storyline that is complemented well by its arcs. A really fun and twisted watch, highly recommended for sure. Number 3. The Dawn of the Witch.
Hello to our friends!
If you're a fan of interesting and atmospheric anime, then The Dawn of the Witch is definitely worth checking out. The core story follows Sabil, a young magical student at this school that has forgotten his memories. He literally cannot remember anything of his past life. The story really kicks off when he comes across this mysterious silver-haired woman that promises him special training. He agrees, hopefully that he can once again wield the powerful magic within him that he just cannot remember how to use. But the witch Lokes definitely has a lot more to her than you would think. With her own secret motives and plans, can Sabil really trust this beautiful stranger? While the plot may seem simple at first, it quickly becomes much more complex and intriguing as the series progresses. With beautiful animation and an engaging story, The Dawn of the Witch is an anime that should not be missed. Number 2. The Asterisk War. A brilliant action anime with a strong foundation and world building that has since seen the Asterisk world expand from light novels, manga, to even video games. Taking a more mature and grim look at a semi-realistic future, Asterisk War is very much grounded in reality but is still not afraid to let loose with some awesome superpower battles. Set on Earth, filled with huge businesses and mega corporations running rampant, absolutely running wild and leading us towards a rapidly declining economic state. We learn of a huge apocalyptic event that destroyed most of Earth's cities and resulted in some superpowered humans. These superpowered humans battle in epic tournaments that are trained in elite academies across the planet. The city of Rika, or Asterisk, is filled with 6 such academics. We follow the city's 5th ranking academy that is seriously struggling. The story kicks off with a completely student council shakeup as the academy looks to restore its former glory and become the greatest in all of Asterisk. A complex anime series with multiple story threads running simultaneously, an engaging and intense watch from the very first episode. You do not want to miss out on Asterisk War. Number 1. Assassination Classroom.
I
together an itinerary, Kanzaki. But if you can't locate it, don't fret. I have just a solution. These handy-dandy guidebooks.
If you're looking for an anime that's equal parts funny and heartwarming, then you should definitely check out Assassination Classroom. The story follows a group of students who have been tasked with assassinating their teacher, a mysterious creature known as Kuro-sensei. But as they get to know him better, they begin to realize that there's more to him than meets the eye. Kuro-sensei, their teacher, is a huge and powerful octopus-type creature that claims to destroy the Earth in 1 year. He comes to Earth and teaches a particular class of students how to kill, in the hopes that they might be able to kill him within the year. With the huge bounty on his head, countless assassins try and murder him, but with a number of superpowers, Kuro-sensei always manages to remain safe. As you can imagine, there are a lot of twists and turns to the series. Check it out and you'll soon realize why Assassination Classroom is one of the biggest and most popular animes out right now. An awesome action series that doesn't shy away from its comedy roots. Assassination Classroom is a great example of an anime that handles both comedy and drama well. It's also one of the few shows that actually makes you care about its characters. If you're looking for something different from your typical shonen anime, then this is definitely the show for you.